Hello, my fellow grade 12s and everyone writing GCE. This is the Radical Tutor. Welcome back to this page where we tutor grade 12s on how they can pass their exams without any challenges. So under this program, we are tutoring grade 12s in almost all the subjects, be it mathematics, science, chemistry pure, physics pure, RE, English, and all the subjects that we are engaging a lot of tutors, great tutors, to help you clear your exams. Please, as you join us, you can simply subscribe to our channels, or rather follow our Facebook page for more updates whenever we post videos. Alright, so with me today I have this question from Mathematics 2022 final examination, and I would want us to solve it so that we can see how we can go about matrices. So in this case, we are given this question number 1a, which says, given that the determinant of matrix Q is 15, so this is matrix Q here, and we are saying that its determinant is 15. The question is, find the value of B. Now, how can you get the value of the B, which is the missing variable, when the determinant is given? So in this case, what you can simply do is to start by writing the formula for determinant. So this is question A, Roman numeral 1. So we're saying that to get determinant, the formula is determinant is equal to major diagonal minus the minor diagonal. So that's the formula for determinant. Now in this case, we are not getting the determinant, but we are getting the value of B. What can you do? What you can simply do here is to replace, or to replace these parameters that are given, such that where there is determinant, we are going to put the 15, because we are already given that determinant is 15. So you can put a 15 here, then is equal to, what is the major diagonal? Major diagonal is simply multiplying those elements that are given in the major diagonal. Then the minor diagonal is also multiplying the elements in the minor diagonal, like that. So we can say our major diagonal is 2b minus 1 times negative 5. That is our major diagonal. Minus the minor diagonal is, we are multiplying those elements in the minor diagonal, which are negative 3b and 4. So we are multiplying those elements. Now from here we can say this is 15 is equal to, now we are simplifying further, where we can multiply negative 5 times 2b, that is negative 10b, negative 1 times negative 5, that is a positive 5, then this is negative 3b, so we have a minus here from the formula, and then we have negative 3b times 4, which is going to give us negative 12b. Then from here we can now simplify there, so we have 15 minus, or rather 15 is equal to negative 10 plus 5, negative on negative here, we get a positive 12b. Alright, now from there what we can simply do is look for possible like terms. Of course, okay, here this is negative 10b here, this is a negative 10b there, so negative 10b plus 5 plus 12b. So after I've written that, please look for possible like terms. So how can you look for possible like terms? So in this case, we are going to put the 15 can go together with the 5. So since the 5 here is a positive and it crosses the equal sign, meaning that it's going to be a negative in that order. So this is going to be equal to, this side of the equation, we are going to remain with the negative 10b plus 12b. That's what we are going to have. Now from here we can say 15 minus 5, which is a 10, is equal to negative 10b plus 12b, which is a positive 2b. For you to be able to get the value of b, what you can do there is to divide throughout by 2. You also divide by 2, such that the 2 and the 2 go, and the value of b will be equal to 2 into 10 is a 5. So that is going to be our answer there. Now, after you get the value of b, we have another question there following, which says, find the inverse of matrix Q. Now, for you to get the inverse of matrix Q, what you can simply do there is to first replace the value of, B in matrix Q. So remember, our matrix Q, if we are to write the original matrix Q now, is going to be Q is equal to, remember where there is B, we are putting now a 5. So we have 2 times 5 minus 1, then here we have a 4, here you have negative 3 times 5, and then there you have negative 5. So that means our original matrix Q will be equal to 2 times 5 here is a 10, minus 1 is a 9. Then here we have a 4, here you have negative 3 times 5, we get a negative 15, then here we have a negative 5 there. So this is our matrix Q without the B. Now, after we know that this is our matrix Q, that's when now we can be able to get the inverse. All right, so let's get the inverse using that matrix. So we're saying to get the inverse, so we are going to get the inverse of this matrix. So to get the inverse, what you can do is you say this is Roman numeral 2, and the inverse, which is Q inverse, is given by 1 over determinant. So whenever you are getting the inverse of any matrix, of any 2 by 2 matrix, you say 1 over determinant. Okay, 1 over determinant, and then what you're supposed to do now is you go to the original matrix. So you go to the original matrix. Which one is our original matrix? Our original matrix is this one here. So this is our original matrix. Now from the original matrix, what you can simply do is to swap the elements in the major diagonal. So start with the major diagonal. In the major diagonal, you know that you have a 9 and negative 5. So what you do there is to swap these elements. The 5 which is down, take it on top to occupy the position of 9, and the 9 bring it in the position where the 5 is. So we are swapping the elements in the major diagonal. So we are going to have the negative 5 goes on top and the 9 comes down. Then those elements in the minor diagonal, you need to leave them the way they are, but change their signs. So from here, we are able to see that this is a negative 15. So when writing it on the inverse, it becomes a positive 15. Then this one, which is a 4, when writing it on the inverse, becomes a negative 4. So we are just changing the signs of the minor diagonal. So I've said in the major diagonal, swap the numbers, while in the minor diagonal, change the signs of those elements. So we have a negative 15 goes to be a positive 15, and a negative 4 goes to be okay, so I'm saying that negative 15 goes to be a positive 15, and the positive 4 goes to be a negative 4. So this one will be a negative 4. So that's how you can get the inverse of any given 2 by 2 matrix. So I've said you swap the numbers in the major diagonal, and those in the minor diagonal, you need to change the signs. If it is a positive, put it as a negative. If it is a negative, put it as a positive. So now you say, therefore, our Q inverse is equal to 1 over what is our determinant? Determinant of Q was given to be 15. So you say 1 over 15, open, negative 5, negative 4, 15, and 9. So that is going to be our final answer. So basically, that's how you get any missing variable in a matrix, like the way we are given that B there. And also, that's how you can use that missing variable that you've calculated or that you found to get the inverse of that particular matrix. All right, please, if you want more videos and if you want to learn more about grade 12 mathematics, don't forget to follow the page. And also, if you're on YouTube, kindly subscribe so that whenever we post videos, you are notified that we've posted videos. See you next time. Bye bye.